Hey everybody, it's the TV Optimist, and this is going to be a chunky review. This is going to be pretty hefty. Um, Talking about Punked. Uh, and when I reviewed Punked, disclaimer, when I reviewed Punked on Nick's Reviews, I lumped the first one and then the second reboot and the third reboot that I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know about all together. I'm not going to do it this time. That was a mistake. I'm going to go and just talk about them separately because they are separate. They're very different in tone. So yeah, let me see how many seasons were there. The first one was 11 seasons. What the fuck? Was it 11 seasons? Oh, it's counting the other ones too. So I think it's 8 seasons. And then Quibi's 1 season. Yeah, they did a Quibi reboot and then fucking Quibi. I gotta watch that before they take Quibi off the phones. What a failure that was. Just to talk about that real quick. What a fucking failure. Shit. Okay. Season 6. I don't know what season that is. I'm picking up. Oh shit. I found the first one. Five. Good lord. 4. Oh, I'm getting close, you guys. What is this one? You like this silence? Let me just start. Punk season 1. This is the first season. I was like, oh shit, you know what time it is? Oh god, I'm so ready. Just give me some Ashton. For those that don't know about the show, first off, why? And second, it's a prank show where celebrities get put in batshit scenarios for our amusement. Life is going to be so sweet for a while. And it was. It was so fun to watch this show and revisit the ones that I remembered. And there's a lot that I did not remember. I was like, I don't fucking remember. Several actors like Jill Wagner, Masi Oka, BJ Novak, Caitlin Taylor Love, Dak Shepard, and the then unknown Bill Hader were all accomplices in the pranks. This show introduced us to some of our favorites, like Bill Hader. And I like the other ones too. There's some of the other ones. My favorite episode was the Frankie Muniz and Justin Timberlake episode. I want to go down and go back. I want to go down and look at all the fucking episodes to just name off a few key ingredients. The first episode was Frankie Muniz and Justin Timberlake. That's the one I liked the most. Frankie Muniz entrusts his $250,000 Porsche Speedster to a valet so that he can meet with Ashton about a proposed movie project. The valet takes the car for a spin around the block a few times while Dak Shepard poses as a thief who stole Muniz's car and speaks to Muniz on the phone. Meanwhile, Frankie believes his beautiful car was just stolen. Justin Timberlake is led to believe he owes $900,000 in back taxes. Yeah, that was a good one. When government agents appear to confiscate his house and valuables. Take a shot. Mike Drake is the top FBI agent involved, including his dog, bringing him to tears. This prank was named by Time Magazine as number 3 in their list of 32 epic moments in reality TV history. He started crying, like fucking crying, because it's like I don't get it. Like I paid my taxes. Before I get into it, I gotta talk about an honorable mention. Seth Green's getting punked was so fucking hilarious. I loved his reaction. Okay, let me look that one up. There's Eliza Dushku, Mandy Moore, Jessica Alba, Walter Valderrama, Kelly Osbourne, Kevin Richardson, Wilmer Valderrama, Jessica Biel, Nick Lachey, Stephen Dorff, Pink, Jack Osbourne, Rosario Dawson, Jason Goldberg. Where is Seth Green? This had to be like a miniature one, right? Oh, is it the pilot? Because I think there's a pilot. I don't know. I can't see. I'm gonna look this up. Control F. No. Control F. Seth Green. Wilmer Valderrama pranks Seth Green by setting him up for the blame when their craps game is raided by the authorities. It was, that was really funny. So, like, they... they fucking... they're at this craps game, and then he's like... Wilmer's like, Seth did it. And Seth's like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. And, like, he's like, no, don't blame me. It's so... I love it. It makes my, like... it makes me so happy that Seth Green was like, fuck no. Like, you're not gonna blame this on me. They're so genuine. It wasn't like, hey now, like, no, he was just like, no. Okay, moving on. The very first episode set the bar for the rest of the series, and damn was it good. Frankie's punk was alright, but the shining achievement was the punk on Mr. Justin Timberlake. His house and everything inside of it is all repossessed, and he has one of the best reactions of all time, which to me is what makes the show what it is. Great start for the series, all things considered, aside from Ashton, who was mostly annoying as fuck, but the pranks were awesome. Looking forward to 9 more seasons. Yeah. That's a big thing to talk about is Ashton Kutcher is so fucking annoying in this show. He's great as Kelso, and that 70 show, that's what introduced us to Ashton, and then we have Punked, and it's just... He's just so fucking annoying. He won't shut his fucking mouth. That's 9. I gotta do 2. I gotta find 2. But yeah, like, it's just it was a great concept. There's like, they did it before with like Candid Camera and shit like that. Other celebrity prank things, but Punked was pretty fucking huge, man. You do this one. I'm just gonna have to look it up. I'm just gonna have to look at season 2. Hillary Duff goes through some routine driving lessons. Her driving teacher ever wants to teach Hillary some very unorthodox driving strategies, resulting in a carjacking that is blamed on poor Duff. Missy Elliott goes to a jewelry store to get some of her necklaces cleaned, but a delivery person has accidentally walked off with the wrong package. The punk ends when Missy issues a harsh ultimatum to get the jewelry back in 5 seconds lest she become unpleasant. Usher is notified that his little brother is in trouble at a store for shoplifting. Bow Wow is at a photo shoot and finds out that would be a photograph of the tiger. Nick Carter thinks he's pranking Tommy Lee. However, when they try to practice, Carter accidentally hits a crew member with his van, for which Carter is blamed. Later, Carter helps to pull the same prank on Tommy Lee. Katie Holmes finds herself caught between the girlfriend and lover of a potential film producer. When the girlfriend asks her who he was with, she says she doesn't know and tries to keep out of it by saying nothing, and that doesn't work. Eventually, the girlfriend thinks she's with him also. Tracy Morgan's car is confiscated. Maya finds herself stuck with a guy who won a date with her contest and is in love with her. Ashanti, Lara Flynn Boyle, and Amarion. To trick Marquise Houston, is that how you say his name? Roger from Sister Sister. That's how I'll always remember him. Halle Berry, Rachel Lee Cook, and Taye Diggs. Didn't even give like an explanation of what that is. Travis Barker, his girlfriend Shanna Mokler, Jamie Presley, Dave Mira, Outkast, Amber Tamblyn, Beyonce Knowles, Bill Goldberg, and Lindsay Lohan. I don't remember what my favorite of this was. Like, none of them are standing out to me. I think Missy Elliott's was funny because like she goes off like, you better find my fucking jewelry or else. But like none of them was really standing out to me. However, Bill Goldberg, fuck Goldberg by the way, terrible wrestler. He's led to believe his motorcycle just got run over by a truck, but the driver misses the bike and it blows up without being touched. Ashton is forced to abort the failed prank. Yeah, like the truck misses the bike and it blows up anyway. And he's just like I'm a wrestler. I know when things look fake. Like, what the fuck is this? And that's very awkward. Failed pranks are the worst. Like, it makes for a pretty terrible show. It adds realism to it, so it's like, oh, okay, yeah, so you can fuck up. But yeah, season 2 was kind of a downer. Let's find 3. Already from the first episode, I could tell the season would be much better than the last. Near the end of the season, we get unaired footage from the first season, which means we get more Dax Shepard, and that's awesome. Yep. Adam Brody is approached at a restaurant and hit on by a woman. Eve, Matthew Perry, Chris Klein, Jeremy Sisto, Tisha Campbell Martin, Vivica Fox, Kaylee Cuoco, The Rock, Julia Stiles, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Warren Sapp, Evan Rachel Wood, Tara Reid, Carmen Electra, Dave Navarro, Brandy, Mekhi Phifer, Mike Shinoda, M. Shinoda, Carmelo Anthony, Shannon Elizabeth, Gina Malone, Tyra Banks, Tasha Smith, Joel Madden, Kanye West. Presidential candidate, Kanye West. Adam Brody, Eve, Matthew Perry. Every season tries at least one huge stunt, and they decide to put one in the very first episode. Probably to make up for that last shitty season, Adam Brody and Eve's punkies were okay, but it's Perry's that was amazing. Matthew goes with his friend to get a new Porsche in a shady garage, and then the police arrive. It's hilarious. It sets the tone for the great season. Please keep being awesome, Punked. 7 more seasons ago. Yeah, I remember Matthew Perry, Chandler from Friends. One of the best characters from Friends. He's just like, when the police show, he's just like, gives that classic, like, Chandler, like, oh shit. Like, just like, oh. What? Like, and he's like, I think he tries to joke his way out of it, and they're like, it's not funny, sir. And he's just like, sorry. I could be wrong, but. Season 4, Salma. Oh, this is much better. Yeah, I like this. I can just name the names real quick. Salma Hayek, Eva Longoria, Mario, Kirsten Dunst, Jesse Metcalf, Michelle Rodriguez, Zach Braff, Zoe Saldana, Serena Williams. The third episode, that's my favorite. Rachel Bilson, Jada Kiss, Dirk Nowitzki, Marquez Houston, again. Marquez. Roger, Andy Roddick, Jamie Lynn Siegler, Chingy, John Heater, Joss Stone, Vanessa Carlton, Ciara, Nicole Richie, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bizarre, and Ashley Simpson. With the saving grace that was the last season, I was hoping the same for this one, and it did not disappoint. That's good. Don't remember. Zach Braff, Zoe Saldana, Serena Williams. The third episode in the season, this was great from top to bottom. Zach had one of the best reactions when he called... Fuck, I remember that. Let me go back to it. I gotta see what the prank was. Zach Braff Scrubs co-star Donald Faison feels that Braff is so protective of his Porsche that he helps punk him. After Braff refuses a group of children request to buy them beer at a liquor store, they spray paint Braff's car with graffiti, but the children deny it. And then he's like, he calls the kid a little shit. He's like, you little shit. He's like, I know you did it because I didn't buy you beer. Oh, shit. And finally, Serena's was sweet, seeing her break down while chasing a problem child. A little fuck or a little shit. I don't know what he called him. Like, look here, you little, and it censored it. And Zoe was so real, so badass for calling out her friend's man for cheating. Serena's was sweet, seeing her break down while chasing a problem child who stole his mom's car. You kind of feel bad for her just a little. There really wasn't a bad episode this season. Let's just hope the next 6 follow suit. Yeah, Saldana discovers Chris and Julia in a romantic embrace, despite the fact that Chris is dating Saldana's friend, Kelly. Despite Saldana's relating this information to Kelly, Kelly's reluctant to break up with Chris because she feels he is the one for her, much to Saldana's outrage. Serena Williams and her friend stop at a supermarket and park next to a woman who's having difficulty with her woefully disobedient nephew, Rob. When the woman goes into the store and asks Serena to look after the boy, he drives off of the car, leading to a chase by Serena, her friend, the woman. That's pretty funny. Zach Braff is the one that really gets me, though, calling a kid a little shit over his car. He's so obsessed with his car that he's, like, willing to go off on a kid about it. Season 5, a decent season overall. Simon Cowell, The Game, Raven Simone, Alan Iverson, George Lopez, Jermaine O'Neal, Tyrese, Tony Hawk, Jesse McCartney, Brittany Stowe, Thora Birch, T.I., Sofia Vergara, Akon, Jason Bateman, Benjamin McKenzie, Adrian Brody, Mila Kunis, Lisa Leslie, Ryan Cabrera, Ja Rule, Laura Prepon, Avril Lavigne, Shaquille O'Neal, Triple H. I think that was the last one that I liked. Avril Lavigne, Shaquille O'Neal, and Triple H is my favorite episode. Avril and Shank's pranks were Avril and Shank. Avril and Shaq's pranks were all right, but Trips was one of the best. Busting through a door and accidentally hitting a bride to be, breaking her nose, and threatening the cameraman is amazing. I loved it so much. Yeah. So Avril Lavigne, who cares? Shaquille O'Neal, who cares? Triple H was the big one. He wrecks a wedding by pushing on a door. Like he's supposed to do some kind of promo, and the door flies open, hits the bride in the face, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." She's bleeding and like holding her nose. Like, "Oh no, we're doing this wedding, and you just ruined her wedding day." And he's like, he gets into the father has to cancel the wedding. He's like, "Oh my god." He's like, "I'm so sorry." And the cameraman's like, "Hey, did you just hit her in the face?" And he's like, "Can you get that fucking camera on my face, dude? Like, get that camera on my face." Can you stop? You're being very unprofessional right now. He's like, you broke a bride's nose. He's like, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Get that shit out of my face. God, that's amazing. Season 6, another awesome season. Favorite episode: Kristen Bell, Bam Margera, Amber Valletta. Let's see: Misha Barton, Bernie Mac, Ying Yang Twins, Sophia Bush, Daddy Yankee, Kelly Monaco, David Boreanaz, Kristen Cavallari, Terrell Owens, Kristen Bell, Bam Margera, Amber Valletta, Nev Campbell, Mike Jones, Danny Masterson, Ellen Pompeo, Shaun White, Venus Williams, Macy Gray, Justin Long, DJ Qualls, Baby Blue, Sean Paul, Pete Wentz. Oh, that's pretty cool. Kristen Bell, one of the coolest actresses ever, and really just sweet as hell, super caring and all that, finds a dog and is accused of stealing him, which is fucking hilarious. Bam and Ryan Dunn stop by a gas station real quick. While Bam waits in the car, Ryan runs in and the place blows up. Why did I say shows up? I absolutely love it when Bam gets made to look like a little bitch, so this was cool. And finally, Amber Valletta hits a guy in the back when he's choking at a restaurant. When someone else saves him with the Heimlich, the victim accuses Amber of committing a hate crime. Yeah, Kristen Bell, she loves animals. She's very sweet. Her boyfriend find a dog and try to save it. Now, was Dax her boyfriend at this time? Probably not. But that's crazy that they punked her, and Dax used to be like one of the punkies, the punkers. Bam Margera. Bam Margera waits in the car while his friend Ryan is in a liquor store that's in the process of being robbed. When Bam investigates, the police arrive, and then they're questioned about it, and he's just like, "No, I didn't do it. I know." It's a really bad Bam Margera impression. Amber Valletta helps the guy choking. Will asks if anyone wants to press charges, and the guy tells her it's a hate crime. That's really fucking funny, man. Season 6. Yay, you guys, more Ashton. Woohoo, this show has made me hate him. Favorite episode: Matt Leinart's, Elijah Wood, Olivia Wilde. Forget Matt and Olivia, it's Elijah that made this season. Remember, it's all about reaction, and Elijah's the best when he accidentally causes a fire. Another season in the bag, 3 more to go. Let's go down there. Rob Thomas, Ashley Parker Angel, Kate Beckinsale, Doug Robb, Neo, Stephen Colletti, DJ Paul, Stacy Keibler, Elisha Cuthbert. I can't remember any of these. Chris Brown. They punked him like 2 or 3 times during the different seasons. Sonny Sandoval, E40, Matt Leinart, Elijah Wood, Olivia Wilde, Michelle Trachtenberg, Nicolette Sheridan, Travis Pastrana, Emma Roberts, Sugar Ray Leonard, Hannah Teeter, Rihanna, Hugh Jackman, Eric Dill. So yes, Elijah Wood. He throws a can into a dumpster, and after driving away from the dumpster explodes and knocks a huge shelf with paint down into a car, requiring him to explain to the police what happened. If you've never seen this, you have to do. It's one of the best reactions ever. He's just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't do that. I would never, sir. It's like, officer, no, I wouldn't. Oh man, it's so good. And I can't find season 8. I forgot that this is 8 seasons. This is it, the final season. Well, with Ashton being the host, that is. He decided to move on in his acting career. Thanks for the memories, you annoying asshole. Favorite episode, Evangeline Lilly, Chuck Liddell, Zac Efron. Let's play the name game. Bucky Lassick, Nelly Furtado, Hayden Panettiere, Hilary Swank, Ashley Tisdale, Chameleonaire, Freddie Rodriguez, Molly Sims, Magic Johnson, Megan Good, Joel, Frey J, JoJo, Kelly Rowland, Jason Ritter, Pitbull, Too Short, Khalees, Allison Michalka, John Cena, Kerr Smith. Yeah, so as far as last seasons go, this one was pretty tame. Nothing too big happened. There wasn't any gut-bustingly hilarious reactions. Nope. And the only reason I picked that episode as my favorite was because Zach's was kind of funny. And the finale, my God, how terrible. So the finale forced us to put up with Ashton one last time, but it wasn't going to make it easy on us. The Punked Awards had us sitting through, 20 minutes maybe of straight up Ashton giving meaningless awards to older pranks. They did. Basically, this was a best of episode, and it didn't work for me at all. 2 more seasons, let's do it. 2 more seasons are the revivals, and we'll be covering those in separate videos. First, the MTV revival, because I believe this was on MTV. And then the BET revival that I don't think a lot of people know about. But it's actually pretty good. And then eventually I'll watch the Quibi one. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that last finale. Like, oh, it's a best of episode. I was like, I don't want to fucking watch this shit. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? What did Zac Efron do? While Zac Efron and his High School Musical co-star Ashley Tisdale shop at a store, the store's cash box is stolen by 2 men. When security brings one of the men, Efron identifies him as a robber. But then another man walks in, and Efron is told he's an employee who is off work. Shit. So, yeah, just a pretty okay season. If this is the final season, you're going to go off the air. You want to, like, do it up big time, right? You'd want to be like, holy shit, like, just raise the fucking bar. But they didn't. Take a shot. They didn't. So, yeah. And that's... So, it aired from 2003 to 2007. 2007 was the last season. And then they were off the air for 4 years? 5 years. My math is all off. Yeah, 5 years they were off the air. Show back up. And then 3 more years went by to the next revival. And then 5 years for this revival that failed because the app failed. Because Jeffrey Katzenberg is fucking stupid. That's my review of Punk'd. That's my hefty review of Punk'd where I just named names. This could be a contender for worst video next to my friend's review where I just sat in silence for like 10 fucking minutes. But yeah, that's my review of Punk'd. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the TV Optimist, and I'm signing off.